A to H, the statement that best describes what each speaker says. Use the letters only once. There are 3 extra letters which you do not need to use. Speaker 1.
I had never found money before, so I sort of felt as if I had won it. A €100 note was lying right next to me at the bus stop, and there was no one in sight. I picked it up just as the bus was coming, shoved it into my pocket and got on. I was meeting up with some friends of mine. For some reason, it just didn't feel right to spend it all on myself. I knew that if I did, I would feel guilty afterwards. So, as you can guess, after telling my friends, our night out was my treat.
Speaker 2.
Don't you just love it when you find money that you had completely forgotten you even had in coat pockets or in a bag? Something similar happened to me last month. I was cleaning the house, and in order to hoover behind the sofa, I pulled it away from the wall. A pleasant surprise awaited me. I had no idea how long the £50 note had been there, and to be honest, I wasn't sure it was mine. I don't remember missing any money. Could it be a friend's? I decided not to tell anyone, but wait for a while before spending it and see if they would mention anything about losing money.
Speaker 3.
I was about 8 years old, and I was with my mate Tom at the park, running around. At some point, I fell down in front of a bench and found an envelope full of cash. Tom wanted us to split the money in half and not tell anybody about the incident. He used to be very greedy when he was young. Anyway, I refused and asked my mother to take us to the police station. A week later, we got a call from a police officer. The man who had lost the money had left £20 for each of us. That was a very generous amount for a young boy back then.
All right, guys, questions? Questions? No questions about vocabulary or something you don't get? Okay.
Module 3. Human Nature.
3B. Listening. You will hear 5 people talking about what they did with money they found. Choose from the list A to H. Speaker 4. I always feel guilty when I find money because I worry that the person who lost it might really need it. That's why I always try to find the owner. However, once I found $200 as I was jogging. No wallet, no identification. So I decided to donate it to charity. If I couldn't give it back to the rightful owner, the least I could do was give it to a good cause. When I told a friend, he said that I should have kept some of it as a reward. No way! The satisfaction I got from donating it was definitely more valuable than money. Speaker 5.
My husband and I went to a restaurant about a week ago, and I found $20 on the seat. It was obvious that it had fallen out of somebody's wallet or pocket the moment they were paying, but the previous customers had already gone. I showed my husband the money, and we figured that the people might show up. So we sat and had dinner, but nobody came looking for the money. For some reason, it didn't seem right to keep it. In the end, after a satisfying meal and wonderful service, we left our waiter quite a generous tip.
Okay, guys, so no questions? No questions? Okay. Okay, so let's go back. So here, let's read first the statements, guys, and then you tell me the one that best describes every speaker, right? So I didn't tell anybody about the money. My good deed was rewarded. My decision was thought to be too generous. I was surprised to win the money. My action made me feel guilty. I shared my good fortune with friends. I gave the money to someone who had earned it. Friends say that I can be greedy. So, speaker number one, guys. This one is B. D. I was surprised to win the money. I think more accurate is
F.
F, right? I shared my good fortune with friends. Okay. All right. So number two, guys. Number two. Speaker number two, guys. Which statements best describes speaker two? Any idea?
A.
A.
I didn't tell anybody about the money. Yes, A. Speaker three, guys. This one is?
B.
Yes, my good deed was rewarded, right? Speaker number four. What about speaker number four?
C.
Yes, my decision was thought to be too generous. And finally, speaker five, guys.
G.
G, I gave the money to someone who had earned it. All right, pretty good. Okay, so no questions, guys? No questions? Okay, so this is the end of module 3, guys. And now I'm going to explain to you the first two activities you have to complete for this one. Just let me create the assignment. Okay, so this is it. So, first activity says, Storytime has gained popularity among social networks. Create your own one by using past simple, past continuous, used to, and would. If you are out of ideas, use the hashtag Storytime on Google in order to get some of them. Write at least 100 words, all right? So you know what I'm talking about when I say story time, right, guys? So it has become a very popular concept through social networks. So basically, people tell you a story, right? About, I don't know, how they found 500 pesos, or I don't know, story time. So you are going to create your own one, guys, according to your own experiences, or you can invent something. So I don't know if you have any questions about number one, if something is not clear, but I think it is. No questions? No questions about activity number one? All right. Okay. Yes.
Which is the due date?
Say it again, please.
The due date?
Remember that once I explain all the activities, you have at least 1 week to complete them. So I think around October 21, that will be the due date. I'm not sure yet, but I think by the end of October, all right?
Thank you, teacher.
Yes. All right, so number two. Imagine you magically earned $100,000 and you only have 1 month to spend them. So that's a lot of money, guys. So that's like 2.1 million pesos. So that's a lot of money. Write about how you spend them as it will have already passed the whole month. Use past perfect simple, past perfect continuous, would and was, were, going to. Write at least 120 words. Here you have some ideas in order to spend your money. So let's check this article. This article is about spending your money in a regular way, not when you earn a lot of money, but some tips in order to spend your money. For example, how do you spend your money, guys? Do you buy a lot of clothes, or I don't know, video games, skins, food? So how do you spend your money, guys? Tell me some expenses you cannot avoid.
Food, teacher.
Food, yeah. So fast food is expensive, right? But pretty delicious. So yeah, you might spend a lot of money in food. Something else, guys? Something else? I don't know, jewelry or shoes, sneakers. So now
I like to buy some DVDs and Blu-rays.
DVDs and Blu-rays?
Yes, for movies.
So you don't like, and do you also use the streaming services?
Yes, but not all movies are in streaming services, so I buy my favorite movies to watch it every time I want.
Okay, and where do you buy them?
Oh, in Mix-Up, in Plaza Galerías.
Plaza Galerías, okay.
There is a Mix-Up, a really big store with a lot of DVDs and Blu-rays and some books.
Yeah, it's been a while since I don't enter to Mix Up, because yeah, for example, I have tried to find this movie. Oh, wait. I don't know why Alexa got activated. Sorry for that. Okay. Yeah, for example, Apocalypse Now. Have you ever watched that movie, Jose Manuel?
Oh, actually, I like that movie in Blu-ray.
Oh yeah. Well, that one is pretty difficult to find. So actually, I haven't found it yet. So you say it's on Blu-ray?
Yes, I want to type is this one.
Oh, nice.
Apocalypse Now by
And,
Francis Coppola.
and how do you like it?
I like it a lot. It's a really good
Okay.
movie.
Yes, I want to watch it. So maybe because even like pirate version is kind of difficult to find. But yeah, I will try. And well, now I have another option in order to watch it. Okay, thank you. So DVDs, good. Blu-rays. Somebody else, guys? Somebody else? All right. Okay. So let's check the article, guys. So buy experiences rather than material goods, right? And for example, here we have a picture of a concert. For example, I really love concerts. It's been a while since the pandemic started that I don't attend one, and I miss them so much. Um, I had my ticket for Pulso GNP. Do you remember that festival, guys? Was here in Querétaro. Yeah, so it got canceled. So hopefully next year they will come back, right? Because now Corona Capital and Pal Norte, they are happening this year. Okay, so it's okay to buy things if they can lead you to pleasurable experiences, all right? Spend money on other people, pay in advance, uh, buy yourself small treats. If you play the lottery, don't choose the same numbers every week. Rent happiness. If you are going for a day out, don't calculate how much you could have earned if you had worked instead. Remember that not spending can be satisfying too. Okay, so this is a pretty good article, guys. Before doing activity number two, guys, I highly suggest reading it. All right. So, any experience, any questions, guys, about number two, activity number two?
No, teacher. It's
No
okay.
problem. All right, pretty good, guys. So yeah, now we are going to start module 4, guys, but we are going to watch just a video related to module 4, which is about traveling. Okay, pack your bags. Okay, and well, now it's kind of difficult to travel abroad, right? It's even difficult to to travel right now. For example, during this during this year and a half, I have only gone to Tequisquiapan, San Luis de la Paz, and Pátzcuaro, and that's it. So my trips have been limited, so that's so bad. I really miss traveling. I don't know if you have traveled to different destinations to this pandemic. Have you guys? Where have you been? No, nobody? Okay, Alfonsina, where have you been?
The pandemic started, I only traveled to Cancun and well, some small towns. I don't know how to say magic towns.
Yeah.
Pueblos mágicos, yeah, and I have traveled really. Um, I don't know when you do something so many times. I have travel very common. I don't know, Querétaro, because well, I'm from Celaya and I have to go there for the school. So